second graders, Miss Rocco here. This week we are working on a skill called summarizing, and we are going to be using a certain strategy called SWBST. What is summarizing? Summarizing is when you tell the most important parts of a story in your own words. We don't include every detail because it's not the same as a retell. We use this certain strategy with fiction, and SWBST can be used to help us write summaries. And if you're wondering what that is, you'll see in the next slide. SWBST stands for somebody, wanted, but, so, then. And if you're still wondering about these key words, you'll see in the next few slides how they really help us through each step of this strategy. S stands for somebody. And when we say somebody, we mean who is the main character. In the example that I've given you, I'm using the story of Cinderella. So we'll start with the S. The somebody in the story, the main character is Cinderella. W stands for wanted. What does the character want? In the story of Cinderella, I show you here, she wanted to go to the ball at the castle and meet the prince. B stands for but. What is the problem the character is faced with? In the story of Cinderella, Cinderella wanted to go to the ball, but her wicked stepmother told her she could not go. S stands for so. So, how did the character try to solve the problem? In the story of Cinderella, Cinderella's fairy godmother comes and helps her to get to the ball by giving her things like a dress to wear, a way to get there, some shoes. T stands for then. Then, how did the story end? Well, in the story of Cinderella, Cinderella meets the prince at the ball. They fell in love and lived happily ever after. Here's a little recap of all of our boxes, and you're going to see that when we put them together, it tells the story of Cinderella by just telling the most important parts, but we're not telling every detail like a retell. Take a look. Cinderella wanted to go to the ball at the castle and meet the prince, but her wicked stepmother told her she could not go. So Cinderella's fairy godmother comes and helps her get to the ball. Then Cinderella and the prince fell in love and lived happily ever after. Now it's time to take our SWBST and turn it into summary sentences. You're going to notice that I don't use the word somebody from that strategy, but I do use all of the other words. So wanted, but, so, then will all be in my summary sentences, and they should be in yours too. Here we go. Cinderella wanted to go to the ball at the castle to meet the prince, but her stepmother would not let her go. So Cinderella's fairy godmother came to help her get to the ball. Then Cinderella met the prince, fell in love, and lived happily ever after. So not only does this strategy help you to summarize it, it also helps you to write some summary sentences, which is a very important skill as a reader.